Welcome to Trobe. This video will show you how to accept your offer and enrol in your course if you're a domestic student. First, go to latrobe.edu.au/enrol. You'll need to take 4 steps to confirm your place in your course. Activate your account, accept your offer, confirm your personal details and payment option, and enrol in your subjects. To activate your account, click Activate Account under the Set Up Your Account tab. You can use your VTAC, UAC or Apply Direct Applicant ID, including any letters, or your La Trobe Student ID as listed on your offer letter. All other details need to exactly match your application, including your name. If you used a middle name for your application, include this now too. The form is case sensitive, so use capital letters where you did on your application, and make sure you use the same personal email address you used in your application. When you're done, tick the box to acknowledge you have read the Use of Computer Facilities statute and click Verify Identity. If you're having trouble verifying your identity, double check that everything you are putting in is exactly the same as on your application, as the system will be matching what you enter on this page to those details. Once you've verified your identity, create a password for your account. Make sure this is something you can remember and be sure to sign up for the password reset tool in case you forget it in the future. You'll use your La Trobe student ID number, username and password to access our student systems, so make sure you have them handy. To accept your offer, log into StudentOnline using your La Trobe student ID number and the password you created. If you need to, you can find the special StudentOnline link by returning to our webpage with the steps and click the link in the Accept Your Offer tab. Once you're in StudentOnline, click the Offers tab and select the View button from the left-hand column to view your offer. If you want to study this year, then select Accept. You can also choose to decline the offer or defer it if your course is eligible for deferral. A standard full-time study load is 60 credit points over a semester. If part-time study is offered for your course, you can manage your study load through how many subjects you enrol into. So go ahead and accept your offer now, even if it says full-time. Next, you'll need to complete some personal details and select your payment option before you can enrol into subjects. Return to the same webpage and click tab number 3 to see detailed information about choosing a payment option. Then return to StudentOnline and click on Enrollment at the top. If you have more than one course listed, click on the course that says Admitted to go to its study plan. First, you'll need to read and agree to La Trobe's terms and conditions as well as the Charter of Student Rights and Responsibilities. It's tempting to skip over these, but they're worth reading because you'll be held to these conditions during your time at La Trobe. When you're ready, tick the box at the bottom and click Save. Next, check your citizenship and residency details. If these details are correct, click Confirm. If something is wrong, request a modification by clicking this button and then ask a question on our website. Make sure you include your student number, student email address, and any relevant documents. Next, confirm or update your cultural details. You can update these if you need to, or if all is correct, just click Confirm. You'll also need to confirm or update your disability details. If you want to, you can tell us if you have a disability or long-term medical condition. We have a lot of support to offer our students, including adaptive technology and adjustments to allow greater flexibility around completing assignments. If you've updated your details, click Save, then Close, then return to study plan. You can also get in contact with our wellbeing team for more information on how we can help. Next, confirm or update your parent or guardian educational details. The government asks us to collect this information for statistical purposes. You can click Confirm, or to update them, answer the questions according to your situation. Then save your changes, return to the overview, and then return to your study plan. Finally, you'll need to select your payment option. Remember, we have detailed information about payment options on our website under tab number 3. In StudentOnline, under the Enrolment tab, click on the remaining question or click on ECAF. For a Commonwealth-supported place in an undergraduate course, click on the HECS Help Form option. You will then see the HECS Help form. This form is long, so take your time going carefully through each section. Read the instructions at the top of the form. These will help you complete it. Most details are pre-filled, but you'll need to enter your date of birth and your gender. Select your citizenship or visa status and answer any questions listed in your category. There are 5 categories on the form: Australian citizen, holder of a permanent humanitarian visa, New Zealand citizen on a special category visa and meeting the criteria listed, New Zealand citizen who does not meet the criteria listed, and holder of a permanent non-humanitarian visa. If you're eligible for a HECS Help loan and want to defer your payments, you'll need to provide your tax file number or upload the receipt of your tax file number application with the Australian Tax Office. If you're uploading a receipt, make sure you choose and also upload your file. If you're not eligible for HECS Help or want to pay your contribution upfront without the option of deferring it, you can tick the box for this. If you're applying for a HECS Help loan, complete the 2 tick boxes in Section E in the declaration. If you're not applying for a loan, skip these 2 boxes. And finally, all students need to complete the 3 tick boxes at the end of the declaration, or your form won't be accepted. You can read more information at the bottom of the form, and when you're ready, click Submit. If your form is accepted, you will see this screen. If you forgot to do something, the form will tell you what went wrong at the top, and you'll need to try again until you successfully submit the form. You can see any submitted forms in the Submitted Forms list, and you can add a new form here if you need to. If you're eligible for help loans, you may also want to defer your student services and amenities fee by completing the SA Help loan in the same way. You can read more about the student services and amenities fee by searching our FAQs. You might want to check your semester or term address and update it if you need to by clicking on Contact in StudentOnline. Your semester or term address is where you live during your studies. It may be the same as your home address, or it may be different. If your semester or term address is the same as an address that's already listed, click Edit next to your existing address, then go to the section below your address and tick the Copy to Semester Term address box, then click Save, and then go back to the address list. If your semester or term address is different to your listed addresses, click Add New. If you enter a new address, it will be validated by the system to make sure it matches Australia Post records. If you live in student accommodation or in a new building, the system might not be able to validate your address. If this happens, you can let the system correct your address, or you can tick the box to use the address you've entered, but please carefully check the details are correct. Make sure you check your other personal details as well, like your phone number, personal email address, emergency contacts, and next of kin, and update these if you need to. Now, when you click on your course study plan, you'll be able to see your course structure and subjects, so you're almost ready to enrol. To secure your place in your course, you need to enrol into at least 1 credit-bearing subject. But first, you need to check your subjects in your course handbook. Let's have a look at this example course. From the Trobe student homepage, click Your Course and then University Handbook. Then search for your course. In this course, all the subjects are listed for each semester and year level. You can tell what year a subject is from the number in the middle of the subject code. So a first year subject will have a 1 in the middle. So in your study plan in StudentOnline, you'll just be enrolling into the core subjects listed for the year level you're studying at. Some courses have space for a major or minor, so let's look at this other example course. You can see the core compulsory subjects listed for each year, but there's also room to choose a major, minor, or elective. Available majors for your course are listed in the handbook. Your chosen major will be a large area of specialisation in your degree, and a minor is a smaller focus or specialisation. When you've chosen your major or minor, you'll need to add it to your study plan in StudentOnline. At the top of your study plan, click Expand All to see all your subject lines. Find the line for your chosen major or minor and click the Choose button on the right-hand side. When you've found your chosen major or minor, select Add to Study Plan, and then press Save Changes to Study Plan. Now the subjects in your major or minor will appear on your study plan, ready for you to enrol into. Elective subjects give you variety across different study areas without specialising. If you have an option for elective subjects, you can first search for subjects you want to take by using the Subject Search database. You can change the options to show only subjects without prerequisites or with credit points of 15. You can also change the location, school and year level. Please note that the Bundoora campus is called Melbourne in the subject search. You can also change the teaching period to search for the one that you need. When you've chosen an elective subject you want to study, you'll need to add it to your study plan in StudentOnline. Find the relevant elective line for the year level you want and then click the Choose button on the right-hand side. Type in the subject code for the elective subject you've chosen, click Search, and then Add to Study Planner when you've found the correct subject. Then click Save Changes on Study Planner to make sure it's saved. Note that the Choose button will say Change if you've already selected a subject. You can click on this if you want to change that subject again. Now your study plan is set up with your subjects, you need to enrol into them, but only for the current year, not your entire course. If a subject is running in more than one teaching period, select the one you want to study it in. Tick the box to the right of the screen for each subject you will be completing this year. When you've ticked boxes for all the subjects you need to enrol in, click the blue Enrol button at the bottom of the screen. Then review the selected subjects in your potential enrolment list and select the Confirm Enrolment button. Or if you need to change something before you enrol, click Go Back and try again. After you've confirmed your enrolment, check your enrolled subjects by clicking on the Current Enrolment tab to make sure that you're fully enrolled. If you made a mistake and need to withdraw from a subject, click Withdraw and then select the subject you want to withdraw from. Click Withdraw again and then Confirm. All students also need to enrol into the Academic Integrity and Wominjeka modules. These are compulsory online modules for all students, but they are ungraded, just pass or fail. They don't have credit points and they don't cost anything. Once you've enrolled, they will show up as online subjects in your LMS or Learning Management System and only take an hour to complete. You should enrol into these now and complete them in your first semester. Sometimes a subject won't let you tick the box on the right-hand side to enrol. There could be a few reasons for this. Make sure the options in the 3 drop boxes above your study plan are set to all years, all study periods, and all locations, and then click Search. Then check your subject again. If this doesn't fix the problem, there could be some other issues, like if you haven't completed a prerequisite subject. Please see our FAQs on the website for more enrolment help. You can navigate there from the student homepage and then search for enrolment in the search bar. Now you've completed your enrolment for the current year and your place in the course is confirmed. You can still make changes to your enrolment until just after teaching starts, but if you leave it that late, you'll miss the start of your new classes and have to catch up on the work. If you need more help with your enrolment, just get in touch with our friendly Ask La Trobe team.